Hello, Sam. You look busy.
Hiya, Janet. I am busy. I'm just getting ready for one of our junior church on Zoom sessions, and I'm busy organising a quiz. I was kind of sneaky playing this game because this game was helping us do the quiz.
Oh, right. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, it's a good game, all about different logos, but it really got me thinking about logos and signs. And you know what? They're quite important because, as well as reminding us of things, they advise us on things that we can do too.
You mean like the hands, face, space that we have for the coronavirus?
Yeah, that's good. And we see that quite a lot on the TV, don't we, at the moment?
We do, yeah. I wonder how many signs you have there, and if the children know them. Maybe we could do a quick quiz for them and see how good they are at knowing the signs.
Well, that sounds a good idea. I could put that quiz up on the screen and everyone could have a little try.
Well, that would be good. And then maybe a grown-up could help them with the answers at the end if they don't know them all.
Sounds good. Good luck, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that quiz. So when you think about signs, they are all really important, and they tell you what to do, remind you of things, and they can point you in the right direction.
You know, Sam, God's given us lots of signs to remind us of his love for us and how we should love and care for others. And I have an action story for that. But I think it would be good if you and the children could think of some of the signs for it, Sam. Do you want to give it a go?
Yeah, sounds great.
So there's one sign I think it would be really good to do, and that's the sign for sign language, which is this. It's two hands together going around in a circle. That's sign in the British sign language. So as long as we do that every time we say sign, and then you can think what you could do for the other important things. Okay. Shall we give it a go?
Yeah.
Okay. God's first sign was the world. God created the world so people could live and learn about the earth and caring for one another and loving God. And everything was fine to start off with, but then people began to forget about God and how to be kind. People got greedy and selfish, and God became sad at how people hurt one another. God decided things needed to change. God noticed a good man called Noah and told him to build an ark. Then it rained for 40 days and 40 nights, and when the floods went down and all the people and the animals in the ark went onto the land, and Noah made a sacrifice to say thank you to God, God gave them another sign. I wonder if you think what it is, Sam.
Could it be this? A rainbow.
Oh, well done. A rainbow, yes. So the rainbow was God's sign that he would never cause such destruction on the earth again. It was a promise of love. We're all good at making the hearts, aren't we? All went well for some time. But then the people of God, even though they'd been rescued from slavery, started to complain. They felt that God had left them. So God gave them another sign through a man called Moses. God gave them 2 stone tablets with 10 rules for living on them. They're known as the 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments were really important signs. I wonder what we could do for them, Sam.
Well, what about 10 fingers?
Yeah, 10. Good idea. Throughout the Bible, people and the prophets got all sorts of signs from God. to remind them that God was with them, trying to help them, trying to show people how best to live. Some signs they took notice of, others they ignored, a bit like us. Then God gave an amazing sign that many people could see and some wise men saw. I wonder what that could be, Sam.
Something bright.
Mm.
What about a star?
Yeah, that's a good one. A star, or a big hand like that to show a star. A star. But that star, amazing though it was not as amazing as the next sign of God's love. I wonder if you can guess what that might be.
Could it be baby?
Yes, a baby. God became human to show us how much he loved us. And his name was Jesus. Jesus grew to be a man, and his way of love challenged so many that in the end he died on a cross. That's God's next big sign. I wonder what sign we could do for a cross, Sam.
Well, we could do a cross with our fingers. Or some people might want to stretch their arms out.
Yeah,
but if I do my fingers, it'd be to see it, can't you?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. For Christians, the cross is a sign of love and hope and life everlasting. God often tells us what he's like through signs. For Christians, the cross is a sign of hope, love, and life everlasting. I wonder what sign you would use to tell other people about you. Maybe a gold star because you work really hard at school. Or maybe a football because you're great at scoring goals. Or maybe a medal for dancing. Or a book because you love reading. Or a fair trade sticker because that's important to you. Or a smiley face because you like to make people happy. I wonder what will be your sign for 2021.
Thank you, Janet. Lots of signs to think about there.
Lots of signs of love from God.
Yeah. But shall we end with a prayer?
That's a good idea.
Yeah. And would you like to do our prayer drill? Because that's like a sign too.
It is, yeah. I hadn't thought of that. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Loving God, thank you for all those messages that come through those signs. And thank you for that best sign of love that comes through the cross. And as we go into 2021, help us to think about what sign we want to represent our lives. In your name we pray. Amen.
We didn't quite get our timing right there, did we? Thank you, Sam.
Thank you. Bye. Take care.